Hi and welcome to my page. My name's Tony Barchetti and I'm the Career Transition Guru. I'm a franchise specialist and a franchise broker, and today I'm going to be talking about the critical 3 questions you should be asking yourself before buying a franchise. If you can't answer these 3 questions, hang on and don't do it yet. So question number 1, if you're going to buy a franchise, you want to ask yourself this, is do I know the right questions? Do you know the right questions to ask? Whether you're buying a house, a car, a business, or opening a franchise, if you're not an expert in that area in your life, you need to get somebody to help you that is an expert, right? You don't go to court because you're not a lawyer without a lawyer. So a lot of people know not to buy a house without a real estate agent, because they know all the right questions to ask when you're shopping for a house. So this is the same thing if you're going to go and invest a lot of money, change careers, and get into the franchising world. It's a big step and a big investment. You have to have someone helping you that knows the right questions to ask. And that's why a franchise consultant is important to have, because we know what to ask the franchisors. Here's an example. Let's say you want or love this franchise down the street that you eat at all the time. I'll just pick one out of the air. It's a Pizza Hut. If you call Pizza Hut and directly deal with Pizza Hut, they're only going to tell you how great a Pizza Hut is, right? If you go up to a house and you deal with the seller selling his house, he only tells you how great his house is. He doesn't remember to tell you that it sometimes floods in the backyard. And Pizza Hut doesn't remember to tell you that they have a very high fail rate. And I'm not saying they do, I'm just giving you an example. So when you get a consultant that helps you and you come to us with ideas, I like this one or I like that one, we're gonna know the right questions to ask, and we're gonna also have critical question number 2. Who has your back? Who has your back? You need representation. You need someone guiding your way. You need someone asking the right questions that has your back, right? Because you might think that franchise is perfect for you, but after interviewing you, after getting to know you, after learning what your skill sets are, I might say that might not be a good option for you because of this, this, and this. Why would I do that? Because I'm not trying to fit a round peg into a square hole. If I can see that that is not a good fit for you, I'm going to recommend some other directions. All my eggs aren't in the basket of that franchise system that you might like. But if you go talk to just that franchise system, that salesman only makes commission if you buy his franchise. So he doesn't have your back. He has the back of who he works for, right? If you get an independent franchise consultant, we have your back. I could present 400 different franchise systems to you. I don't care which one you pick. Whenever you pick one, I get a referral fee from them, just like that real estate agent example. Whenever he shows you or she shows you 20 different houses, right? Whichever one you buy, that seller gives them a commission. Doesn't cost you anything, and a franchise consultant shouldn't either. What's the third and correct and critical component to needing to be answered to buy a franchise? Is it the correct fit? And even though I rate this number 3 on my list, it's actually the most important thing. But even though it's the most important thing, we don't know what the correct fit is if we don't ask the right questions. Not only to the franchisor, ask them the right questions, but it's asking you the right questions. What kind of model fits you? Do you want to be open 5 days a week? Do you want a business that's a business-to-business sales? Or do you want to deal with the general public? Are you good at managing other people? Maybe you are, maybe you're not. I'm going to ask you those questions, and the different fits for the franchise fits depend on the 50 questions that I need to get to know you, your skill sets. What kind of lifestyle do you want to lead, right? Someone came to me and wanted to get into a food franchise, but they also had to coach their daughter's softball team every day between 4 and 7 p.m. Now, you can't coach softball every day and get into a food franchise and miss the dinner hour, right? So we wanted to recommend some other concepts because that was not a good fit for his lifestyle. So we're going to ask you questions about your lifestyle, your skill set, your finances, of course. Can we qualify you depending on what you like? And last but not least, we're going to talk about the brands and the categories. But first, we got to know what the right fit is by asking the right questions of you and the franchisor. So click on the link below so you can schedule an appointment for me and you to have a 15-minute talk and see if franchising is in your future and we can find a fit for you. Thanks for tuning in.